Mrs. Strucker, hear about Andrew and Lauren. You're aware that there was an incident at the school this evening? Under the amended Patriot Act, we have to secure the safety of the community first.
These are my children. You can't just cart them off.
The idea is, all around the world, people have been emerging with mutant genes that give them special abilities that make them powerful on the one hand and objects of jealousy and fear on the other hand.
If you try to flee or resist, we will use deadly force.
We want to put the audience on the ground with the mutants. There are no superhero suits, there's no X-Jet, no one's coming to the rescue.
The X-Men, the Brotherhood, we don't even know if they exist anymore. But we're getting picked off, one by one. When do we fight?
One of the things that I was really interested in is the reality of everyday life in a world where mutants exist and dealing with the realities of a nation that's turned against them.
This is a story about a family, and about a family that finds out that their kids are different.
One night, out of nowhere, their son manifests really terrifying mutant powers. At that moment, their lives change.
Mutants are not accepted in society. In fact, they're feared.
It turns out that his sister has had mutant powers for some time and kept this secret from their family. Where her brother sort of tears things apart, she can pull molecules together to make these shields.
And the conundrum is the father of the family happens to work in prosecution of mutants who commit crimes.
Why didn't you tell me? Dad puts people like us in jail.
And so my character suddenly finds himself having to go against everything that he thought he believed in.
Sentinel services. We're just gonna take Lauren and Andy.
There is nothing more important than my family. We have to go. Now.
As you can imagine, if something like this happened, immediately the government would be on it.
We're gonna need access to Mr. Strucker's office, his computer, his email. The Sentinel services are basically a high-level government agency operating above the law to capture as many mutants as possible.
If you try to flee or resist, we will use deadly force.
The family that gets caught up in all of this doesn't really know what to do. They just want to make sure that their kids are going to be okay.
My family needs help
Getting across the border.
You and the people you work with, you do that, right?
This is a family that is on the run. They are taken in by a network of mutants.
Come on!
There are some characters people will be familiar with from the comics, from the movies, and then there are also characters who we've invented.
You ever burn anyone with that?
I don't shake hands much.
Eclipse can fire lasers, he can shine bright light, but he burns everything he touches.
Polaris controls basically all metal.
Just a couple of freaks, same as you.
Blink's ability is opening portals. She's still struggling to perfect it.
Thunderbird has super strength, extra dense muscle, but the one that I think would come in handy most is he's a tracker. Cops, coming fast!
Each of those characters in some way are looking to help mutants that are trying to get away from the government.
These mutants were running a modern underground railroad.
I want to know what happens now.
We get everyone's supplies, food, water, blankets, then we head down to the border. And then after that, we get you new names, new IDs. There are churches, families that can help you.
We're playing with a world where anybody who isn't normal or ordinary is viewed as dangerous to society.
This show is all about how a country relates to people who are different and how people who are different relate to their own country and their own world.
The focus of it is mutants that live on the outskirts and a family on the run. It's not superheroes saving the world. It's people who are disenfranchised.
Ultimately, at its core, it is about what family means to you and how far you will go to protect that.